the guerrillas would turn the captured Russian artillery against the Russians. The guerrillas have a few sophisticated weapons, but they barely make an impression on the tanks and gunships of the enemy. They are farmers mostly, these fiercely independent Muslim guerrilla fighters. They go to war wearing the pajama-like suit they have worn for centuries in the fields, with the same bandoliers strapped across their chests, filled with bullets for the Enfield rifles the British used against them in ancient wars. But I saw a new breed Afghan guerrilla this year. I had to be smuggled into a super-secret Afghan frontier camp to find this elite resistance soldier. This is the new Afghan freedom fighter, and this sophisticated training camp in unconventional warfare is a well-guarded secret. This is an Afghan freedom fighter. And this is a super-secret guerrilla training camp. You probably didn't expect to see a Muslim guerrilla in uniform, crawling on his stomach under barbed wire snares and through buried sewer pipes, climbing barefoot up vertical walls. You've been told that Afghan freedom fighters are probably the most rugged guerrillas in the world, both fierce and fearless. But they are peasants, untutored in the arts of modern warfare. All that is true. But that is no longer the whole truth. Photographer Rich Pauley and I were smuggled into this secret guerrilla commando camp where we found some very sophisticated Afghan peasants. This is an underground bomb factory.
It's all self-made, and some of the Mujahideen were almost empty-handed and make it on their own, and all these materials are locally available.
For amateur chemists, these Afghan guerrillas are pretty good. And they're good at turning the hostile terrain to their own advantage. But this special commando course is just a prelude to this somber moment. These guerrillas were preparing to meet the Russians in battle. They would put that special training to the test. None of them knew if he would ever see Commander Ishak again.
6.
This is the man who would lead these men over the mountain to launch an attack on the Russian garrison that had been shooting at us. He is Rahmatullah Safi, once a colonel in command of Afghan Army Special Forces. It was Safi who designed the guerrilla training course for the National Islamic Front of Afghanistan. Can you tell me anything at all about the battle?
Yes.
Now that it's...
Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock will be the beginning of raid to Chawi.
This is the garrison?
Garrison in Gaji.
You're attacking. What are you using? Can you tell me what you're using for weapons?
107 mountaineering mortar with the 42 rounds. 157 anti-tank with the 12 rounds. It's began surprise attack 7 o'clock p.m. tomorrow.
Isn't that's before dark?
Well, I hope the aircraft not coming, then won't be able to come.
It was time for jihad, the holy war. To die fighting a jihad means instant martyrdom for a Muslim. That conviction is one reason these Afghan guerrillas apparently don't fear death.